Good evening. Welcome to Genoa High School here on the Toledo Sports Network. I'm Norm Weimer along with Steve Taylor tonight. It's the Genoa Comets hosting the Lake Flyers. And we got to start, Steve, first of all, with the fact that Genoa is sitting at number 2 in the state in Division 5.
They've had some impressive victories, starting off going to Columbus, shutting out Bishop Reedy, and then they followed that with a couple of impressive home outings followed up last week. What you have to like is the development of the way the offense is going right now, and when you look at the playoffs, this offense is starting to peak toward that, Norm.
Well, at the same time, the defense is giving up less than 10 points a game, so they have been stingy on that side of the ball as well. As you look at Genoa's schedule, there's only 3 teams left in the schedule with a winning record. The Lake Flyers are one of them.
Well, Lake is dangerous, and we know what Lake can bring. Lake is going to want to spread the football out. They want to try to get up and down. They want to play fast break football. If Lake is going to be successful tonight, they're going to have to do just that.
Well, Dawson Deventhal, their quarterback, is completing over 60% of his passes. And for high school, that is a rare feat.
Well, and even what's more rare is he's in the 3rd year in this system. Okay, so he started as a sophomore, so he gets it. Dawson is in his senior season right now, and he's looking to do some big things. And they're going to need him to complete a high percentage tonight.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about that. They're going to have to. They can't afford to get behind in a game like this. I'll tell you what, when you're number 2 in the state, in a division, you always got a bullseye on your back, and there's a lot of pressure to play well each and every week.
Well, the bullseye is nothing new to the Genoa Comets. They've had that for quite some time. You remember, this is the same team that went 59-0 within this here conference, so they get it. They understand it. The matchup that I'm looking at is not the matchup at quarterback, but Dawson Delventhal against the quarterback, Jake Plants for the Genoa Comets, and Jake's defensive skills. Norma had a chance to break down this kid's defensive tape. He's very impressive. He gets it. He likes to bait the quarterback in the interceptions. He had an interception return in the first game against Bishop Reedy. He had an interception return in the first game here against Oak Harbor, and he had another big pick last week. So he has 4 interceptions on the season, and he has the intangibles to break on the ball. He understands the routes. Last week we saw him pick up a pass interference where he actually ran the route before the receiver. That's what I'm looking for tonight.
Yeah, 3 picks on the season, and what you have to watch out for is when he does pick it off, he can take it the distance. He's returned those 3 interceptions for a combined 181 yards.
Long ways. Yes, long ways.
So he can be a game breaker on both sides of the ball. For Genoa, they're going to try to establish their ground game. I don't know if you could call their running backs thunder and lightning, but I think you can. Because Daniel Novotny has been the ground game leader.
An absolute load, Daniel Novotny. But then you look at the Bradfield, he has the lightning capability, the capability of striking on the outside. And then when you look at Jake Plants and his offensive skills, efficiency is the word. He's been very efficient with the football. We see him get better and better. Last week, we saw him complete over 80% of his passes, and they were big plays that he made down the field for touchdowns. This team is starting to peak at the right time.
Quarterback Jake Plants, he's got 4 touchdown passes on the season, no interceptions, and turnovers are huge, to say the least.
It's homecoming weekend Friday night. Let's play football.
Well, what more can you ask for? Beautiful weather. It's homecoming here in Genoa. The Lake Flyers are here. What more can you ask for? And I tell you what, Lake ain't going to roll over. This is going to be a good one.
Well, Daniel Novotny for Genoa is averaging over 100 yards a game on the ground, 5.7 yards a carry. Jacob Bradfield, though, 7.4 yards a carry.
The big play capability. But, the Bradfields have been here. They've been around for a while. It's just, I think Jacob's the last one for now.
How does Lake pull the upset?
Well, they're going to have to be really efficient in their passing game, and that's going to fall on their senior quarterback, Dawson Delventhal. He can't turn the football over, and we're going to find out what that offense can do, because the Genoa Comets are going to kick off to the Lake Flyers.
Genoa 3-0 in the season, Lake 2-1. wins over Patrick Henry and Northwood. Dropped a game last week to Archbold.
As we get ready for our kickoff, brought to you by the IBEW Local 8 Electrical Union.
The only other winning teams on Genoa's schedule, Otsego and Eastwood.
And I tell you what, I will pay to get into the Eastwood game.
And that one is at Eastwood. The Otsego game is here in Genoa next week. Put that date on your planner for October 19th for at Eastwood. But got to get past this game here tonight.
One at a time, Norm, one at a time.
And it's Genoa to kick it off. Going to be taken at about the 2-yard line. Did not get out to the 20.
That's Jackson Delventhal.
There's a fumble, but Lake recovered.
By Lake. Initial hit was made by number 3.
So Lake will set up 1st and 10.
Forcing the fumble.
21-yard line. We mentioned Dawson Delventhal, the quarterback.
From their own 21-yard line.
Scott Makowitz, number 9, has been the main threat out of the backfield. But they will also get him on the edge and throw it to him as well. And he's a burner. He can fly. Delventhal out of the shotgun. Makowitz the lone setback and back to throw. Looks left, throws left, got a man complete to the 25.
Luke Walsh.
Number 13, Luke Walsh.
Comes up with the reception, and that's just a short.
A rewarding
pass. You
career.
Drag him across. You try to get your quarterback a little bit of confidence right here. You know, test those edges from the Genoa Comets. Those Comets are stout on the edges.
3-yard gain to the 24. 2nd and 7. And off Makowitz, broke a tackle. Across the 30 and close to a 1st down.
But excellent blocking at the point of attack. Great push up front by the big fellas.
Tackle on the play by number 7, Caleb McGeorge.
6-yard gain to the 30. It'll be 3rd and 1.
Right. Well, and you see, you got to like how Makowitz right there lowers the shoulder and finish off that run. Nice, strong run, Scott Makowitz.
Count the guys in the box, right? Tight end in motion. Makowitz up the middle, and it's going to be close. It's going to be real close, and I think it's going to be short.
Well, I tell you what they did is right there, the Genoa Comets go into the bear defense. That's 46 defense. You see, you 4 men there, there's 6 men up in the box. They all attack downhill right there. They deny the would-be run right there by the Lake Flyers. It's going to be interesting to see if they actually go for it or if they just try to pull the Comets off sides.
We'll find out. Tight formation this time. Quarterback Snake. Looks like he got it.
Delventhal on the keeper.
And that's the senior quarterback right there. Just say, settle down, guys. I'll get the 1st down.
It's enough for a Flyer. 1st down.
Did the quick snap. Didn't get the greatest of spots there, I think, but they're moving the chains.
But you see right there, good push up front by the big fellas.
So 1st and 10 for the Flyers, 1st drive of the football game. Delventhal, movement up front. They're going to whistle this dead.
Yeah, this one's going to come back. This is going to be a little bit of false start here. Motion.
Motion against the Flyers. Bring up 1st and 15 from the 26-yard line.
These are kind of situations that the Lake Flyers really want to stay out of. They want to stay ahead of the chains, not behind the chains. They want to be in control of down the distance.
1st and 15 for the Flyers. Delventhal going to keep it himself. And not much there at all.
Well, Drew Bench came up and knocked him down after a short gain.
By number 3, Andrew Bench. And number 52, Daniel Baker.
Give Delventhal a gain of 2.
Gain of 2 on the play.
So it'll be
Brings
second
up
and 13.
From the 28.
Three receivers to the right this time, the tight end to the left. Alvin Thaw, pump fake, got to tuck it, and pick up another yard to the 29.
Boy, I tell you, he pumped once. Justin Schaefer wasn't having it. Neither was Daniel Novotny. Novotny closed out nicely. It's going to bring up third and long, and these are the situations that the Lake Flyers do not want to be in.
Tell you what, though, that's a senior play for not trying to force the ball in there.
Absolutely, because we've seen this kid, Dawson Delventhal, try to force it, force the hand, you know, as a sophomore. The same things we said about Jake Plants, the same things we've seen him. Efficiency.
Now bubble screen left side and breaking one tackle, but going to be well short of the first down is Harry Jackson.
Well, Nate Lewis had read that, and he was out there immediately. He got away from Nate Lewis, but the pursuit catches up. As you see right here, bubble screen, Nate Lewis just slips the tackle. He gets through, but Bench and company over there knocking it off Ray Gomez. Ray Gomez is just a good-looking defensive back.
Jackson to punt this. Oh, he juggled the snap, but got it off, and nice kick. Takes a lake bounce, stays in bounds, and will be down near the 21-yard line.
Well, nice angle on the kick right there, and then he got a great roll. So we'll get our first look at the Genoa Comet offense on Friday Night Lights. Friday Night Football brought to you in part by the UAW local pipe fitters and plumbers, Taz Electronics, DiMech Mechanical Service, and Maumee Bay Turf.
That ends up being a 45-yard punt with no return. So 1st and 10 for Genoa for their first drive at their own 21-yard line. Number 5, Jacob Plants, a quarterback.
Well, damn near won 2 of the 3 games from Eastwood, so they played pretty well. Absolutely. That's what I said.
Handoff up the middle. Novotny.
Daniel Novotny, the ball carrier.
Square them shoulders and right up the gut.
Yeah, I mean, nice drive on the right side of that line. You see right there, man, everybody just kind of blocks down, makes a nice hole right there for Novotny to just kind of fit through.
24, Hayden Rogers, in on the tackle for the Flyers.
Bradfield, Novotny, the backs behind Plants. Bradfield this time. And hit behind the line.
Jake Bradfield's the ball carrier.
Well, linebackers right there for the Lake Flyers just shot the gaps. You know, the Comets tried to pull the guards right there. The Flyers just shot the gaps and just broke that up. Nice defense right there by the Lake Flyers.
Brings up 3rd and 7 for the Comets from their own 24-yard
Yep, so 3rd and 7 for Genoa. We're scoreless here in the early going. 6:40 to go, first quarter here on the Toledo Sports Network. Plants in under center. Doesn't like what he sees. Now try house backfield. Hand off Novotny. Close to a first down. We'll see where they spot it.
But how do you like the senior leadership? He takes and he redirects the entire line to the left right there. And everybody blocks to the left. And then he unleashes his big running back there to move the chains. That's what seniors do. They get you out of bad plays, bad situations, and get you into good situations. That's a great call. Subtle things that won't show up on the stat sheet.
7 yards and a first down as they move the chains. Hand off Novotny to the 35.
That's the good old we won't block anybody and Daniel still get 5 yards play.
Gain of 4 on the play, 2nd and 6 from the 35.
Gain of 4, 2nd down and 6. This time Bradfield's going to line up wide. Novotny, the lone setback. Plants to throw. Looks left, nothing there. Now he's going to take off. 35-40, first down, and out near midfield.
Jacob Plants, the ball carrier. It up for a Comet.
You see how smart he is? I mean, how many times have we seen him in the past where he tried to force the football down the field? He didn't like what he saw right there. Just pulls the ball down, and you see his athleticism. He's able to have a little wiggle to him, a little jiggle.
Gain of 14 and a first down for the Comets. Plants in under center. It's Novotny. Right side. Looks like he got into flyer territory for a gain of 2.
Quick pitch, but I tell you, the whole gang is over there. 64, Jeremiah Glander and company.
Not sure you could have a better evening here for football.
Well, what a difference a week makes. This time last week we were looking for Colts.
And the week before that, looking for lemonade. Plants to throw. Can't find anybody. Now he looks. Now he throws and got bench. First down to the 36-yard line.
Well, the ability of Jake Plants to extend plays right there. Bench just runs the seam route, turns around, gives his quarterback an excellent target. He's big, 6'5", coming in. Bench goes up high, points the football, brings it in. Another Genoa Comet first down.
Now, Bench, of course, is the center on the football or the basketball team as well, so he could get up there. And what a safety valve really to have for Plants, where you can throw it up there and let him go get it. First down at the Flyer, 36. Little movement.
I think this is going to be against the Comets. They'll probably move them back 5, a little movement along that front line.
I never saw a flag.
He snapped the ball and took a knee.
Apparently he did.
So it'll be a loss.
Quarterback knee brings up second 11.
Well, I think the center snapped it, but nobody else knew he snapped it other than the quarterback.
Because none of us knew.
So it's second and 11. Plants the throw, rolling right. Looks, throws, incomplete. A little bit behind the intended receiver. And that was Nathan Lewis, the other tight end.
Yeah, it's a combination route. You got Nate Lewis on the short cross, and then you've got the deep out. You know, neither one of them was really. They had to throw back behind Nate Lewis to try to get him. It's going to bring up a third and about 11.
And the Flyers have to make sure that Plants doesn't tuck it and run. Back to throw. Looking left, looking middle, throwing middle. Nice defensive play by Makowitz.
That is excellent defense. Makowitz just goes up, read the quarterback, and just lays all out. I like Plants. Back foot hits, ball comes out. You see him right there. He sees his target. Makowitz lays out, says, not on my watch.
That's a good throw. He had Novotny with a little daylight in Makowitz. He has such speed. He closed so quickly.
He did, and that's the art of being a good defensive back. Not panicking when the football is in the air.
Number 4, Harry Jackson.
There's a little pooch punt. Going to bounce at about the 14, taken at the 8, and buried under. Johnny Guyton the third.
Boy, I tell you what, man, that is called kill the man with the ball. We used to play that as a kid, man. You just throw the ball down, I'll get it. There's 3 guys there. You get knocked down, man. You get up, you just show him how tough you are, man. That's what it's all about.
Well, we got a flag, maybe?
On the return was Johnny Guyton.
Sam Witt is such a terrific kicker, punter. And he was just playing that corner. Penalty on the Flyers declined.
Coach Paul Patterson's out there saying, wait. I want to move him back. Hold on. I didn't decline anything.
Well, if it's on the return, it should be from the end of the play. Or are they going to kick it again?
I think we're going to make the kick.
There's a ball of confusion right now. And while there is confusion, what I am not confused about is some of the great sponsors of Toledo Sports Network. Sponsors like Gym Industries, Arturos Pizza, Genoa Bank, and Benches Greenhouse and Nursery. All proud sponsors of the Toledo Sports Network.
I'm not sure why you would kick it again, though. I mean,
You had a pretty good, successful punt.
Yeah,
you know?
you pinned them inside the 10-yard line, and
Maybe you bring the offense back out and go for it.
well,
And that's
it might
looks
be
like what
they're-
it's gonna do.
Looks like what? Yep.
We're gonna go for it.
Brings up 4th and 7 for the Comets. From the 31-yard line.
Interesting move here. Plants gonna roll to the right.
Big play.
Under pressure, throws incomplete.
Threw it behind his intended receiver. He had his man out there.
Ball's incomplete. Intended for number 84.
So it ends up being a break for the Flyers as they pick up about 28 yards from where they would have been.
1st and 10, Flyers.
You know, and what Patterson really did is he went back to that last play that he had because they had that open in 2 plays ago. He comes back to it, and the same thing happens. He throws behind the intended receiver.
Well, coach has shown confidence in his offense. Now it's up to the defense to keep the Flyers where they're at.
Well, a lot of second guessing going on right here.
Can Lake capitalize? 1st and 10 on their own 36. Walsh in motion. Delventhal. They're going to whistle this dead.
They're going to get a false start. Got some motion up front, so that's going to be 1st and 15. And again, here we go with the same theme for the Lake Flyers, getting behind the chains.
3rd 5-yard penalty on the Flyers. 3:17 to go first quarter. We're scoreless.
And you saw right there that the Comets were coming with pressure on 1st down.
So now 1st and 15. Everybody for Genoa within 5 yards of the line of scrimmage. Makowitz cut it back in.
Scott Mack
Across the
gets ball carried.
35, out near the 38.
Gets 7 on the play. Stopped by number 24, Ray Gomez.
Well, Gomez just came up. He's a thumper. Watch Gomez come up here and just fill the gap and say, hey, there it is.
Well, I was going to mention this, Steve. If you watch Genoa's defense, they're all within about 5 or 7 yards of the line of scrimmage.
What they're playing is they're playing that 46 defense, you know, and you got press coverage on the outside, so you know you got one of the best on the outside, and they
Delventhal
like that.
Under pressure. Rolls the right, throws incomplete.
Delventhal's pass.
You know, but when you got great press corners, Norm, you know, that can get up and press and not get beaten and make plays on the football like Plants can, then you can get up and crowd the line of scrimmage and dictate the play at the point of attack. And that's what's going on right now. The Comets are dictating the plays. Watch them right here. Look for them right here to get after the quarterback.
3rd down and about 8 for the Flyers at the 38-yard line. And off Makowitz. Broke one tackle, broke another one, but ran into a couple of more tacklers short of the 1st down.
Excellent play call by the Lake Flyers coaching staff right there. They saw the Genoa Comets loading up on the right side. So what do? They run it back left. That's just an excellent play right there. You almost get a 1st down. You get close to it. At least you get yourself to where you can change the field.
Well, the point I wanted to make was with Genoa pressing so much, if Makowitz can find a lane,
One scene.
you could bust it because there's no safety back. Jackson to punt it away, end over end kick. Not a good kick this time. Going to bounce out at the 32. So we're looking at a 24-yard punt. So there, you got a little game going on to where Lake has to figure out a way to stretch the field. Because they're getting smothered offensively because everybody's up the line of
scrimmage. You know, and we saw right there that Makowitz almost had a seam. You know, it's a good job of tackling right there, but one missed tackle, Norm, and you're reading names.
Yeah. And we've seen him in the past bust long gainers. I remember him doing that as a freshman.
Yeah, he's been around. Seems like he's been around forever, doesn't it? He's only a junior. He's got another year.
And I'm guessing he's faster than he was as a freshman. Plants will hand it off to Novotny on first down. Only about 2 yards as the Flyers are doing a nice job of clogging up the middle.
But they really are. You see right here, you see him shift just at the last minute. Everybody gets low. Low man wins. Right there, they stuff it at the point of attack.
Very good point. Only a gain of about a yard. Call it 2nd and 9. Plants on the draw. 35 and out near the 40.
Jacob Plants, the ball carrier.
Genoa just trying to do anything to loosen up that defense, and I think if they're going to do it, Norm, they're going to have to attack the edges more so. I would like to see them utilize the short passing game because Genoa does have that in its arsenal.
You know, unless the Comets think they have the strength edge up the middle. We've seen this before where teams will wear another team down. By the time you get mid-third quarter, early fourth quarter, those 2-yard gains become 5-yard gains, become 10-yard gains. 3rd down and 2. Plants again. First down.
Yeah, he's going to move the chains. But let me tell you, Norm, it's some pretty big boys over there for Lake. There's one kid, Tyrone Shane, 6'3", 365, and that is not a misprint.
Well, it's the game you play. It's the game inside the game. Who's going to be right?
Yeah.
I mean, a 2-yard gain is not always a boring play. The strategy here, I'm sure, for the Comets is to try to wear down the Flyers' front 7. Novotny again to the 46, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. So we are still scoreless, Genoa and Lake on the Toledo Sports Network.
End of the first quarter, your Comets 0.
Genoa Bank helped finance my great-grandfather's farm equipment.
Genoa Bank helped my grandfather with a small business loan.
My parents' home loan was from Genoa Bank.
And I manage my free checking account online with Genoa Bank.
Since 1902, Genoa Bank has helped generations of families. Many things have changed over the years, but our commitment to our customers has not. We care about their needs and the good of our community. At Genoa Bank, we take your banking needs personally. Stop by any of our 8 locations today.
On the job for you for over 100 years. You need a career. You need a future. Local 8 can help you make it happen. Join the men and women who build our community. Become a part of a proud tradition. Build your career. Build your future with the brothers and sisters of the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Local Union 8. We're on the job for you.
We're on the job for you. We're the local IBEW.
All right, second quarter ready to go in Genoa. The Comets and the Flyers are scoreless. 2nd down and 6 for Genoa at their own 47. Quarterback draw once again. This time Plants tripped up, and he got back to the line of scrimmage, and that was all.
Well, you see both teams kind of, you know, you and I talking off air, you know, during the break how the cat and mouse games that are going on, but you're starting to see the Lake defenders starting to creep up to the line of scrimmage. They want to control the line of scrimmage as well. They don't want to see Mr. Novotny out in their secondary.
Third down. Still about 6. Play action. Plant's going to throw. It's complete to Witt, but it's going to be short of the first down.
Boy, I tell you, you know, Jake had the receiver out there. He's got Sam Witt out there in the flat, and he kind of floats it out there, and he floats it wide toward the sideline, and it kind of carried Sam to the sideline. You know, he had enough. If he could just get it out there to him, Sam could have turned it up and possibly got the first down. Now it's going to bring up a 4th down.
4th and 5. Appears they're going to go for it. 4th and 4, I should say. They have to get to the 47.
4th down brought to you.
We'll see if they snap.
By Taz Electronics. And we'll go timeout. A Taz Electronics timeout.
And we'll take it. We're scoreless, 11:19 to go, second quarter here on the Toledo Sports Network.
Since 1980, DiMech Services Incorporated has helped to build many of the projects that have become synonymous with the revitalization of Northwest Ohio and Southeast Michigan because of our reputation for hard work and focus on quality. As our company has grown, we have maintained our reputation for quality professional work. Do it right the first time. DiMech Services is a proud sponsor of high school sports in Northwest Ohio and Southeast Michigan.
A rewarding career begins with an apprenticeship.
It's the Lake for Northern Buckeye Conference game. Play is set to begin.
All right, they talked it over, and Genoa will punt it away. Witt back on his own 37. No rush. Nice kick. Little short, and up on the. Well, wasn't a fair catch, so the contact did not matter.
It was fair game. Yeah. Excellent hang time on that kick.
1st and 10 Flyers from their own 25.
But just only about 28 yards on the punt. It didn't turn over.
Hey, for great burgers and much more, man, visit Moes Place in Rossford. That's Moes Place.
Been there more than a few times.
Man, I have to, man. That
sounds
good.
A Mo burger.
Sounds good right about now, doesn't it?
First down. Makowitz found a seam. Close to a first down near the 35.
Makowitz, the ball carrier.
Well, you see how disciplined a runner he is. That's designed to go outside. Look at him. He sees it, sticks his foot in the ground, cuts it back to daylight. You see how strong he is? Don't arm tackle me. Shucks off the arm tackle, moves the chains.
Just keep an eye on the safety. I want to see if he's creeping up and how far. Hand off again this time. No room at the end.
Makowitz, the ball carrier. Short gain on the play.
Well, Daniel Novotny right there, up in
defensive line on the stop.
That surge, bringing up 2nd and long.
Brings up 2nd and 10 from the 35-yard line.
Flyers at some point, though, are going to have to stretch the field.
They have to, Norm. They really do.
Delvin Thal will roll to the left. Oh, and he fumbled. Genoa got the football.
Now, when we rewind this.
That's a terrific hit.
When we rewind this, this is Andrew Bench that is separating man from football. You see the quarterback running. He's running. He thinks he has a lane. Andrew Bench closes. Strips the ball out of there. Excellent play in the open field and gives the Genoa Comets a short field.
Daniel Baker on the recovery. Popped out of there like a piece of toast. First turnover of the football game. Drew Bench is a big guy.
He is. You know, I was passing him coming in to the stadium tonight, and I'm like, you know, this dude is huge.
Yeah. Play action. Plants. Can't find anybody open, and there he goes. 25-20. Stayed in bounds. And they're going to mark it down inside the 11 near the 10-yard line.
You see him right here, surveying the field. Nothing there. Nothing there. He pulls it down and says, look here, I'll get this, guys. You know, and what happens is the formation dictated the coverage. There was no spy on Plants right there. He pulls it down and runs the daylight.
Really was terrific coverage in the secondary. But again, you can't let Plants take off. You have to contain him in the pocket. Novotny. Flag is down.
Jeremiah Glander, first man there.
Face mask, maybe.
That's what we're going to get, and it's going to be against the defense. That's going to be of the 5-yard variety. Let's see if we can pick it up right here.
Right there.
Yeah, there it is.
Penalties, face mask against the Flyers.
So Novotny gains 4.
From the 3.
The face mask is half the distance. So the ball will be placed on the 3-yard line. Novotny, the lone setback. You know he's going to get the ball down here. Into the end zone, touchdown.
And that's the first touchdown of the game, brought to you courtesy of WoJo's Heating and Air Conditioning.
And your score with 9:36 left in the second quarter.
Strong attack, good blocking at the point of attack. The big fella lowers the shoulder, carries 3 with him.
You know, it's not just stopping him once down there, it's trying to stop him 4 times.
Kind of looks like beast mode, man.
Witt on for the extra point. And the kick is good. So 9:36 to go in the second. Genoa takes the first lead of the game, 7-0 over the Lake Flyers, and we'll be back on the Toledo Sports Network.
A rewarding career begins with an apprenticeship in the piping industry. Our state-of-the-art training facility, combined with on-the-job training side by side with a journeyman, delivers the experience needed to become a professional plumber, steam fitter, or HVAC service mechanic. Avoid costly tuitions and student loans. Earn a competitive wage and college credit in an exciting trade. We are the Northwest Ohio piping industry, building the future through dedication, knowledge, and expertise.
Bench's Greenhouse and Nursery in Elmore, Ohio is a proud sponsor of Northwest Ohio Athletics. Our spacious greenhouse area has what you need for your outdoor beautification projects. With great specials and those hard-to-find plants, shrubs, and trees, Bench's Greenhouse and Nursery takes the guesswork out of planning and maintaining your favorite garden and more. Bench's Greenhouse and Nursery. Call them today, 419-862-3596.
9:36 to go, second quarter. Genoa with a 7-0 lead over Lake. And the Comets capitalize on the turnover.
Yeah, the short field leads, but I tell you what, the defense sparks the offense. And how many times do you see it, Norm? Your offense is just stagnant, and your defense makes a big play, and it kind of jump starts everyone.
Oh, line drive kick taken at the 35. Walsh will just go down at the 40. Surprise, surprise.
Heban, Somner, and Murphree and attorneys, Dan R. Automotives, Gladio's Do It Best, Brandywine Golf, and A-Plus Home Improvement. These are some of our sponsors that help make these telecasts possible.
Cannot do it without you. And a tip to the cap to everybody that supports local programming. So first down for the Flyers. Dalvin Thal to throw. Got a man, right side, complete. Harry Jackson, the reception, should be a first down.
This is what I wanted to see more of him late. Right here, the formation dictates the coverage. Right here, you see the soft zone coverage, the off coverage. All he does is take what the defense gives him, an easy pitch and catch.
I'll tell you what, though, those out patterns always make me nervous. You can jump the route at 6 the other way.
But if you study wrong.
First down at midfield. Makowitz, about 3 to the 47. First time the Flyers enter Comet territory tonight.
Well, Ben Reyes dropping down from his defensive end's position to shut that down.
7 carries, 32 yards for Makowitz so far. And a 2nd and 7. Man in motion is going to get the call, and that's Walsh. Didn't get much.
No, not at all. I tell you, the Genoa linebacker shooting the gaps right there wasn't fooled at all. They're playing downhill.
Didn't get anything, as a matter of fact.
It's a big 3rd down right here for the Lake Flyers.
8:25 and counting to go in the second. 7-0 Genoa. Dalvin Thaw to throw. Rolls right, throws. Got a man. First down. It's Jackson again. Made that throw look easy.
Well, Jackson really ran a very, very good route. You see him push all the way down. Looks like he's going to go down. Comes back up, curves up, gives his quarterback a nice window to throw into. Dalvin Thaw, he fits it right through. These are the type of passes that I knew that Dawson could throw. If they're going to be successful, he's going to have to continue attacking the Genoa Comets this way.
First down to the 33.
This time we're going to get offsides against the Comets.
First penalty on Genoa.
Flag on the plays against the Comets. Offsides, defense. Brings up 1st and 5 from the 28.
What a 12th season of doing high school football right here. If your company would like to be part of this, just contact Mike Jameson at 419-514-1302. That's 419-514-1302. Ask for Mike Jameson.
Or Facebook or Twitter or the website. Throw out the flat. Not much there.
They try to get Makowitz on the little underneath route. They take Plants out on a go route. The wide receiver, Harry, goes on a 9 route down the sideline and try to take him out. And then what they try to do is try to hit Makowitz on the area that he vacated. He picks up 6 on that, so that's a nice play. At least they're moving the chains.
Second and 5. Makowitz. First down.
Backs his way to a first down.
The Flyers are starting to stretch things a little bit.
But if they could score here, it would make things interesting.
I mean, they've stretched it wide a couple of times. They threw once beyond 10 yards. So they're loosening up the defense a little bit. Still 7, 8 guys in the box here. Run on the left side and take it off his feet down to the 15-yard line.
Boy, they try to run the jet sweep, and I tell you, I really, really like Ray Gomez. Gomez gets over here, and I tell you, he's always happens to be in the right place at the right time. Caleb McGeorge also over there who upends him. But I just like this Ray Gomez. He runs well sideline to sideline. Never out of position.
Johnny Guyton on the carry. Second 4. Walsh, first down. See, and now that inside run is starting to loosen up.
But Luke Walsh right there stuck his foot in the ground. He saw, right here, you see him right there. He saw the daylight, sticks his foot in the ground, runs the daylight, picks up the first down.
First and goal from the 8-yard line.
Flyers have gone outside. They've gone inside. They've thrown outside. They've thrown downfield. Now 1st and goal at the 8. 7-0 Comets. Delventhal throws, got a man inside the 5 and out of bounds near the 2. That's Guyton.
Number 22, Guyton. Run out bounce by number 5.
Well, nice drag route by Guyton. He just gets out in the flat, and Delventhal finds him.
Number 24, Ray Gomez.
Gomez over here on the stop.
2nd and goal from the 2-yard line.
Guyton, 5'7", 160-pound senior. Second and goal at the 2. Makowitz to the left of Delventhal. Guyton in motion. To Makowitz. Into the end zone. Touchdown.
Makowitz just powers in on over the right side. Excellent blocking at the point of attack.
The score was 6-11 left.
We got a ball game here, Mr. Taylor.
Yes, we do.
Flyers. Comets 7, Flyers 6.
Look at that great seal block on the edge, boy. Tell you what, they take the receiver and he blocks down and try to set the edge. Indeed does that, allowing Makowitz to plunge it in for the score.
Noah Hastings for the extra point. Plenty of leg, and it's good. So 6:11 to go in the second. We're tied. Genoa 7, Lake 7 right here on the Toledo Sports Network.
When you hear a sound system from TAS Electronics, you've just got to move.
TAS Electronics, it's hot.
If you're looking for fantastic Italian food along with old world hospitality and family traditions, DeStasio's is your place. Located in Elmore, Ohio, Coach Mike DeStasio and his family have become a fast favorite with pizza, lasagna, and other great old world Italian dishes. Stop out today or call them at 419-862-0404. DeStasio's, 351 Rice Street in Elmore, Ohio.
Number 6, Noah Hastings.
So the Flyers to kick off. And we're tied at 7, 6:11 to go, second quarter. Kick going to be taken at about the 11-yard line. It's Bradfield up to about the 25.
Jacob Bradfield on the return.
Excellent answer by the Lake Flyers. They took advantage of the mishap on the special teams, played a short kick. They took advantage of a short field, moved down 60 yards and punched it into the end zone for their touchdown. Now, let's see if the home team can get its footing and get some traction up under itself offensively.
So first down for the Comets at their own 25. Man in motion, going to get the handoff. Trying to get around the right side. Bradfield. Too much penetration by the Flyers. Picked up about a yard or two.
Well, I tell you, Hayden Rogers just comes streaking up. You see him come up from his defensive back spot. He just turns him in. He don't make the stop, but he turns him in where the pursuit is coming. Number 7, Tyler Satron, he gets over there and with help, his first guy over there.
Well, it's one way to snuff that out when you're on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Second down and 8 for the Comets. Plants, a keeper. Not much there.
Well, that was a design quarterback drawing nothing, doing right there.
72, Ryan Morlock was the one that grabbed a hold of him first.
72, Ryland Morlock on the tackle.
It's going to bring up 3rd and long.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Interesting play here. 3rd and 7 for the Comets, tied at 7, 4:44 to go in the second. Plants rolls to the left. Throws, tipped, incomplete.
He's trying to get Bradfield right there. The Flyers had that defended nicely. Bracket coverage, they had him covered high and low. You see the defense, they're playing zone. They're looking for that deep pass on the outside. You see one defender high, one defender low. That's a tough ask right there. Lucky to get that one back.
Bronson Medley on the play. Junior 5'9", 185. He's the one that batted that away. Witt, end over end kick, going to be taken at the 34. And down there.
First man down there is Ben Reyes. Well, you see right here, watch Ben Reyes. He zeroes in on his target. Watch him go in. Sheds the block, goes in there and cleans it all up. Excellent special teams. The Comets are doing the little things right here. Don't show up necessarily in the playbook, Norm, but I tell you, throughout the course of a game, those are the type of things that bode well for a football team.
1st and 10, Flyers from the 33. Guyton in motion. Double handoff into the secondary. Walsh down the left side, 40-35, and knocked out of bounds near the 30-yard line.
And that's what you were talking about earlier, Norm. And what they do, they get the defense moving one way, and then they quick hit them back the other way. That's excellent design. You get the defense moving one way, you quick hit them back the other way. You got the defense flowing, you catch them on a quick hitter, blocking on the outside. You out formation your opponent right there, and you get into the secondary.
Boy, I haven't seen that play in a long time.
And I tell you, a lot of things bad can happen, but if it looks good and it works, it looks beautiful.
37-yard gain. Dalventhal got it batted down. Number 84, that's Nathan Lewis.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
I'll tell you what, he didn't get the look that he thought. Genoa dropped 7 back in the coverage. They only rushed 4. You see the umbrella coverage right there? They're able to get up into the passing lanes and knock down passes.
Well, Nathan Lewis can get up there, too. 2nd and 10. Makowitz to the right of Dalventhal. Get a little movement up front.
That's going to move them back 5. We'll get a false start.
5th penalty on the Flyers.
Against the Flyers will bring up 2nd 15.
It's all them nagging penalties.
And those are the ones that they'll talk about.
Because we have not had a holding penalty tonight.
Not yet.
Everything's been 5 yards, and the face mask was a half of the distance.
Those are enough to drive Coach Emmons absolutely nuts. And believe me, they will hear about it.
Walsh in motion. Nice quick throw. Did he get it? Did he get it?
Oh, Caleb McGeorge caught that. He caught that.
Interception.
Oh, Caleb McGeorge caught that. But you see the hands of the Genoa Comets getting in those passing lanes. Quick pass right there. That's tipped by Novotny. And you see Caleb McGeorge comes through, scoops it up before the ball hits the deck.
Comets will take over.
Well, it was a little behind the intended receiver, and he probably would have been better just to let it go. But because he reached back to try to get it and tipped it up, it gave McGeorge enough time.
Second turnover on the contest for the Lake Flyers. The first one cost them. Can Genoa make them pay on this one?
Well, you had a 1st down and 10 at the 30-yard line. Instead, you turn it over.
4:10 to go in the half.
Novotny. He's still going. He never went down. See where they marked this out at.
Again, that is the hand the ball to Daniel play, and we won't block anyone. And he'll still get 3.
Genoa is ranked number 2 in the state of Ohio in Division 5, and you can't give them opportunities.
No, you can't.
You're going to pay for it.
And Lake well knows.
Plants kept it this time. Plants, first down and more across the 40-yard line.
Well, Plants has been continually probing the outside edges of the Lake Flyer defense. This time he finally finds some daylight, moves the chains with 3:54 to go here in the half.
Well, he's got 3 runs, 1 of 14, 1 of 27, 1 of 13, and those are the biggest plays of the night offensively for Genoa. Handoff left side is Bradfield, and he slipped and fell. And he's going to lose about 3 back to the 40.
He was tackled by the dreaded turf monster.
Loss of 2 on the play. Brings up second 12.
I mean, actually, they had that set up well. They being Genoa, the Comets had that set up well. It's just Bradfield lost his footing.
Makes you think it's still a little soft out there. Second down at about 13. Plants rolling to the right. Looking, throws over the middle. Got a man. That's Nathan Lewis.
Well, that's a combination route. Excellent design right here. You send Bradfield down the field on the deep route, and then what you do is you hit Nathan Lewis on the intermediate route, and then you have the check down. There's a combination route, 1, 2, 3. He's elected for the intermediate route. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nate Lewis moving the chains.
Yeah, just enough for a first down. 2:42 and counting to go here in the second quarter. Tied at 7. The Comets have 2 timeouts, so plenty of time. And their kicker, Witt, has very good range. Oh, Novotny. Look at that. Broke 2 tackles, 3 tackles. And it was a shoelace away from going to the house.
And this is the Genoa attack that we expected to see. Continue to probe the edges, and then we're going to hit you with the quick hitter with the bowling ball. Look at it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Claw on the shoulder. Getting lower. First down, Genoa Comets.
And we get a timeout. You can't just throw a shoulder at Novotny.
No, man. Look, I walked in, but he was one of those guys that I passed, Norm. And, like last week I stood next to him, and I'm like, man, I'm a grown man, and I don't want no parts of that, man. Look at it again. I mean, look at him right there. 1, 2, lower the shoulder there. 3, right there. 4. I mean, anyone else?
Listed at 5'11", 220.
Right. Right.
But, low center of gravity. I mean, that's that core strength.
The legs on this kid. That's really what I should talk about. Look, I mean, his calves are like tree trunks.
So 1st and 10 at the Flyer, 31, 2:23 to go. That was Lake that took that timeout. Plants wide open up the middle, but will go down at the 20. Not sure if he dove or tripped.
What I like is how he hesitated and let the blocking develop upfield. Right there, let the defense drift a little bit. He hesitates a moment, and then he hits the hole.
2:09 and counting. This drive started coming off a Flyers turnover. 1st and 10 at the 21. Handoff. Bradfield. Got around the corner, found a seam. And close to another first down.
Well, the backs do such a great job at blocking downfield. What they do is they take and they pull Novotny out in front of Bradfield, and he gets the key block to spring Bradfield. Look at the big fellow getting up the field. He gets the key block, allowing him to get to the hole right there. Nice design right there by the Genoa Comet offense.
But as I mentioned earlier, those 2 3-yard gains now have become 5 and 10 and 15. That's Novotny. That time he got stacked up, and it took half the defense to do it.
Well, they got good push at the point of attack. Look at him. You make him shuffle his feet. You make him go side. Now you got a chance to go get him. That's exactly what they did. Nice job right there. Shutting down, boy, any cutback lane. No lane for him to get through.
We'll give Novotny about a yard. Genoa will take a timeout with a minute to go.
WoJo's Heating, Air Conditioning, and Plumbing. Quality comfort you can count on since 1967. They're a proud sponsor of Genoa High School sports and can help you with all your heating, air conditioning, and plumbing needs. Give them a call today at 419-693-3220.
Hi there, I'm Nick with A Plus Building Maintenance, your Toledo handyman. Do you need home repairs done? Not sure who to call? Here at A Plus, we install everything from light bulbs to roofing. We're fully licensed and insured to protect you. We're also a proud member of the BBB. Please visit us online at ToledoHandyman.com. There you can see many before and after photos along with other customer testimonials and ask your own home repair question. Any job big or small, A Plus Building Maintenance, 419-478-1542.
All right, back at Comet Volunteer Stadium. Tied at 7. Genoa and Lake, we got a minute to go, second quarter. A second and goal at the 9 for Genoa. Plants, gonna keep it. Inside the 5 and dances into the end zone, touchdown.
Well, dance is exactly what he did. Sweet feet right there. Boy, just allow the defense to just kind of flow by him, and then he just cuts it back to daylight.
So the Comets will take a 13-7 lead.
Number 21, Sam Witt.
9-yard touchdown run. Ten carries, 84 yards for Plants. And the extra point is good. We'll take time with 55 seconds to go in the half. Genoa 14, Lake 7 on the Toledo Sports Network.
At Maumee Bay Turf Center, we're on your team, providing quality stadium surfaces for area high school stadiums and the preferred product of the NFL and supplier to the last 4 Super Bowls and the NFL Hall of Fame. Your sports field construction specialist and a proud sponsor of high school sports in Northwestern Ohio. From the kitchens of Italy to you, Arturos Pizza Kitchen is the home of authentic Italian food. As one of the oldest independently owned pizzerias in Toledo, Arturos Pizza Kitchen has been serving since 1988. With pizza, salads, award-winning subs, chicken chunks and wings, Mom's own lasagna recipe, and our famous cheese sticks, we have it all. Never frozen, always homemade. Arturos Pizza Kitchen. Hungry? Call Arturos, 419-698-1641.
All right, Witt to kick this off for Genoa. And the Comets have capitalized on 2 flyer turnovers and turned them both into touchdowns.
And that's pretty much the story of the game. The Jacksons are back deep.
Deep kick by Witt this time, taken inside the 10. This is Jackson across the 25 and out near the 30.
Gary Jackson on the return.
The time of the turnover, I mentioned you can't do that against the number 2 team in the state.
You know, and Lake well knows.
They will make you pay. Teams like that will make you pay every time.
Because, you know, like realistically, the Genoa offense has been relatively quiet if you take those 2 turnovers out of the game. But that's why they play the game.
It's like walking the leadoff guy.
Every time.
Delventhal rolls right, throws right, dropped.
He's got to help him out. He's got to help his quarterback out. Guyton.
Well, he could have taken that right out of bounds. I don't know if he took a peek to see who might be coming. Usually that's the case.
That, or you take your eyes off the ball to try to make a move up the field. You try to take off before you really secure the football.
Guy's made some nice plays tonight.
He has, so we know he has that ability.
It goes in motion. Makowitz this time. Got it up, 35, 40, and a first down. That'll temporarily stop the clock with 39 seconds to go in the half.
Well, you got to like how patient he was on that run, Norm. He didn't just run through that. He allowed his offensive line to block it up the field.
Clock's going again, 32, 31, 30. Lake has 2 timeouts. Taking a lot of time here. Alventhal complete. Did he get out of bounds? He did. Walsh on the reception, but only going to pick up about 4.
Boy, that Caleb McGeorge and Andrew Bench met him over there. That was a violent collision over there.
A gain of about 3. The clock stops with 19 seconds to go in the half. Again, the Flyers have 2 timeouts. And they do have a kicker with a good leg. Handoff up the middle to the 48, and we'll get another timeout.
Well, that gives you a chance to at least take another shot at it and try to move your offense. You do have another timeout, so the center of the field is still in play.
Interesting play call.
Timeout, Flyers.
13 seconds to go in the half. Flyers now with 1 timeout. It's been a good game, Steve.
It really has. You know, I mean, you go back to it. I mean, the tale of the game is basically the turnovers. You know, you take the turnovers out of this game, and I tell you, you know, Genoa's got its hands full.
If you're Flyers here, you got to hit a big play, but you got to get the first down first. Try to get the first down and get out of bounds. Third and 3. Dalventhal throws, incomplete. Looking for Harry Jackson.
Ball's incomplete. 10 for number 4, Harry Jackson. Brings up 4th and 3.
Would you get Harry Jackson in the seam right there on the...
Boy, I say you could take a shot downfield because what do you got to lose?
Nothing at all.
You might only have a second or two, even if you don't run the clock out.
Number 16, Reed Stoner.
Not sure I would punt this, but that's why I'm up here.
Yeah.
Back at punt formation for the Flyers.
Jackson back at his own 34-yard line. Now the 33. Wow, high snap. Got it away. Nice kick. Nobody back, so it's just going to roll dead down to about the 2-yard line. That'll look nice on the stats for him. A 50-yard kick and rolls dead inside the 5-yard line. But Genoa is going to head to the locker room with the lead. Capitalizing on 2 turnovers at the half. It's Genoa 14 and Lake 7. And we'll be back on the Toledo Sports Network.
Conveniently located in downtown Rossford, Ohio, the law firm of Heban, Somner, and Murphree is there to serve your estate, business, and litigation needs. Heban, Somner, and Murphree is a proud sponsor of Rossford Athletics. Contact the law firm of Heban, Somner, and Murphree at 419-662-3100 or on the net at www.hsm-law.net. Go Bulldogs! Moes Place, downtown Rossford, has the best burgers in town and much, much more. Stop by for their famous Flaming Moe burger. Moes Place. proud to bring you Rossford High School sports.
Tires play an important role in your vehicle's handling.
So on to our last song, featuring Sam Heinze and Samantha Richards on trumpet for this Jimmy Buffett classic. Let's go to Margaritaville.
You faked me out. I thought you were going left. I did too, thanks. All right. This was for real, huh? Yep, this one. With the phone keys. There you go.
Ladies and gentlemen, the pride of Genoa, the 2018 Genoa High School Comet Marching Band. We'd like to take this opportunity to thank the director and the Lake High School Marching Band for a wonderful performance this evening.
The set of lost keys that was turned into the press box. Chrysler key with the I Love Jesus lanyard on it. Again, set of lost keys under the press box. Chrysler key with the I Love Jesus lanyard on it. Once again, there was a set of lost keys turned into the press box. It was a Chrysler key with an I Love Jesus.
They just went to zeros.
You lost your keys.
So now they're putting three, yeah. Mm-hmm. I don't have the monitor. And I got a little buzz. Nope, nothing. Is there an on button somewhere? And maybe click off?
No.
Well, the blue.
I'm looking for it.
Where's it at on?
Well, that's well. Thanks a lot, buddy.
Hang on, I got it.
Yeah, we got it. It's back on.
It's on the side back here, on the back. I didn't do it. Oh, I found it. It's a button on the back. Yep. I got a little buzz in my ear, though.
Yeah, it is a little buzz. Well, I can live with the buzz, but I'm just saying it's there.
I haven't had a buzz in a while. Okay. All right. I'm ready. That's okay. It's all right. I'm ready when you are. We got a minute. Welcome back. High school football here on the Toledo Sports Network. Norm Weimer along with Steve Taylor. We're getting ready to start the third quarter here from Comet Volunteer Stadium. The second-ranked Genoa Comets with the lead over the Lake Flyers, 14-7. Let's take a look at some numbers here. And first of all, for the Genoa Comets, quarterback Jacob Plants, 3 of 7, 27 yards. The leading ground gainer was also Plants, 10 carries, 84 yards. Novotny with 11 carries for 50 yards were the leader on offense. It's 25 carries for the team, 143 yards. For Lake, the quarterback Dawson Deventhal, 7 of 12 for 41 yards, but an interception. Scott Makowitz, leading ground gainer, 11 carries, 56 yards. Luke Walsh, 3 carries for 44. That included a 37-yard jaunt toward the end of the second quarter. 19 carries, 112 yards for the Flyers. Overall, Steve, the yardage, 170 for Genoa, 153 for the Flyers. And if you're Coach Emmons there for the Flyers, you got to think you played the number 2 team in the state pretty tooth and nail in the first half.
Well, you did, and you kind of stuck to your game plan. You know, you've only put the ball up 12 times, and that's kind of what you want to do. You're looking at about 25 pass attempts in a perfect game for them. What they have to do is cut down on the big plays that Jake Plants has been hitting them with. Jake Plants averaging 8.5 yards a tote. They're going to have to cut that down. Again, both the turnovers, both of the touchdowns on short fields on turnovers.
Well, Plants had 61 yards on the ground in his last 5 carries. So it'll be the Lake to kick off. Taken by the Comets at the 15. And up across the 25 is where they'll start first and 10.
Tackle on the play by number 13, Luke Walsh.
The big story of the first half, probably the 2 turnovers, Steve, that Genoa turned them both into touchdowns.
They really did, and they just showed how much of a senior latent team that they are to really take and make and punish a Lake team by pushing those across. A Lake 10 first down, so they were pretty steady moving the chains. 2 out of 5 on third down efficiency, 40%.
If you're Paul Patterson, you probably think, we didn't play real well in the first half, and we have the lead.
Exactly. We tighten up a few things. I expect to see Genoa continue to probe the edges and then look for that big strike up the middle.
On first down, Plants. This is where they started, where they ended the first half. Look at him. Chug for yardage, and it should be enough for a first down.
Yeah, you just don't like to see your quarterback taking unnecessary shots right there that comes up on the end, courtesy of number 7 for the Lake Flyers. It's Tyler Satrin. Satrin comes up at the last minute. You see him come flying in, watch it with the shoulder. You just don't want to see your quarterback taking shots like that.
No, but one of those adjustments the Flyers have to make is to not let Plants run wild.
Well, really, they just have to continue to do what they do, continue to shoot the gaps right there. Not allowing, this young man, 13, has played a great game for them. That's Walsh. Luke Walsh has been solid on both sides of the football right there. You see him shoot the gap from his linebacker spot and up in that one. But Lake really just have to eliminate the penalties, shooting themselves in the foot. the turnovers. I think, you know, they've got a solid game plan.
Yeah, that was Sam Witt, and that makes me wonder where Novotny's at. Now Bradfield got about 2.
Stop on the play by number 56. Damian Allison.
You know, Novotny got up slow on one of those runs late in the second quarter.
And we haven't seen him since. And I'm looking at the sidelines, and I don't see him on the sideline.
Yeah, I don't either. That would be a pretty big blow.
McGeorge at quarterback, they're going to move Plants out in the slot.
And McGeorge can throw. And he lobs that down the middle, incomplete. And you cannot hang a ball up like that down the middle.
That's a medicine ball. He's going to take right here, throwing this in a triple coverage, throwing to where I hope my man would be. You really don't see anybody open. You got 2 men in that area.
Number 21, Sam Witt.
Well, he was open, but the ball was kind of like a duck, really. And by the time it came down, then there were 3 defenders there.
Well, 3 and out right there for the Lake defense.
With the booming away, taken at the 28-yard line on a fair catch.
I tell you,
you know what I mean? If you're going to go downfield over the middle, you gotta put some zip on the ball.
Yeah, right, but there was no one there. There's triple coverage there. There's, you know, 2 men in the same area, and that's driving.
By the time the ball came down,
you know, man. I'm sure in film study he's going to have to answer the dreaded question. What did you see?
So 1st and 10 for the Flyers at their own 28. Genoa going 3 and out on the first drive in the second half. There's Makowitz. Flag is down.
This is going to be a hole right here.
It's usually in that area.
And I kind of saw it coming. It happened out on the edge. It happened right out in the open area. And you'll see it right here, the bottom of your screen coming up. The hole right there, blocking the back, number 22. The other thing that I want to bring up, the absence of Daniel Novotny, the middle of that defense. He's one of those most solid linebackers on the inside of the defense. Can the Lake Flyers capitalize there?
Well, the problem is now for the Flyers, it's 1st and 21 back at the 17. Delventhal, the throw. Looking downfield, incomplete. It's well over the head of Guyton, and I think there was some miscommunication there.
He was covered like a blanket. Jake Plants out on the coverage.
Second down. Makowitz.
That same inside handoff again.
Oh, yeah, no, that's Walsh.
Yeah. Makowitz hands to Walsh, the double handoff. You see it right here. Inside handoff right there to Walsh. Walsh rushing the daylight. Gonna make it 3rd and about 10.
Yeah, you got 11 of those 21 back. And Delventhal to throw. Oh, picked off. Plants. Who else? 30, 25, 20. And it's the 3rd Flyers turnover.
And Norman, we go back to the start of this play. This is exactly what I talked about in the open. What Plants is going to do is he's going to run the route for the receiver. Watch him undercut it and run the route. It's just so cagey right there. Always looking at the quarterback, understands the route tree, understands what the offensive player is trying to do to him, and he beats him to the spot. excellent play.
Your best defensive backs are always guys that are quarterbacks on the other side of the ball.
And I'm telling you, this guy needs to play football, cornerback at the next level.
There's a throw out in the flat, and that's a tight end, Lewis. Inside the 10 and another first down.
Well, you get a little waggle, you get him out there on the edge right here, you drag your tight end with him. That's an easy pitch and catch, keeping the momentum going for the Genoa Comets. But to go back to my point about Plants playing defensive back, he's such a smart football player. I'm telling you, it's my goal. I'm going to talk to him. I'll tell you, guy's got to play DB at next level. He can do that. He wants to play basketball. This dude's a football player.
Plants, touchdown.
A touchdown brought to you courtesy of the Ibew Local 8 Electrical.
3 Flyer turnovers, 3 Comet touchdowns.
And would you have it any other way? The man who picked it off finishes it off. Jake Plants lowers the shoulder, runs the daylight, pay dirt, Genoa Comets.
Sam Witt into attempt to point after.
Witt on for the extra point. And it is good. So 8:15 to go in the third. It's now Genoa 21 and Lake 7. And we'll be back on the Toledo Sports Network.
Tires play an important role in your vehicle's handling, comfort, and fuel efficiency. So when it comes to maintaining them, you need a name you can trust. At Dan R's Automotive, our expert staff will help you find the perfect tires to keep your vehicle at peak performance. We have a huge selection of top brand tires for you to choose from. Having issues with your tires? We'll diagnose the problem and get you back on the road. Visit Dan R's Automotive today for tires from a name you can trust.
All right, back we are in Genoa, 21-7 Comets now with the lead over the Lake Flyers. And Steve, to expand on that with Plants, the best defensive back I ever saw doing high school games was actually Dane Sanzenbacher.
He wasn't good
at Central Catholic, because he played safety, but he had played quarterback before he became a receiver. And he picked off 10 passes in that senior year, including the one that sealed the game on the state championship game. And
you were on the call of that game, weren't you?
Yeah, and Plants has those same instincts.
He really does.
He knows where it's going.
He really does. I mean, this is like what I think that's his 5th interception on the season. I mean, this guy has a nose for the football.
Flyers returning the kickoff across the 20, out across the 25. I always thought that Sanzenbacher was actually a better free safety than he was a receiver, and there was no knock on him as a receiver because he played in the NFL. But he was just that good as a defensive back. And I think Plants, it's the same way.
Yeah, I really do, and I mean, the kid wants to play basketball, and more power to him. He's one heck of a basketball player, but I just think he's a better football player, especially on the defensive side of the football.
Doesn't he play baseball too?
Yeah, he does. He's a heck of a pitcher.
I think he's going to play whatever he wants to play.
He played his freshman year. Yeah, he only played baseball 1 year.
Oh, they tell us he's only played baseball 1 year. Around the outside is Walsh.
Luke Walsh.
But I tell you who's over there to meet him rather rudely is Andrew Bench. And I've seen Andrew Bench finish off a few tackles today. Man, I tell you, he comes over there with bad intention.
Well, Walsh has made an impression with the coaching staff because he's gotten 6 carries so far. And that's straight up the middle. Makowitz for a first down.
It's enough for a Flyer. First down.
Boy, look at the push right by the offensive line. Boy, just good push. Makowitz just gets in, fits behind that offensive line, and just goes with them. I'm going to go wherever you big fellas take me.
Number 60, Gabe
Well, if the Flyers want to stay in this game, they really need points on this trip. 1st and 10. Makowitz again. Right side. Spins his way across the 45, close to the 46.
Well, Genoa starting to miss that linebacker play of Daniel Novotny. They're really starting to probe each side. Look at him looking for the outside. Makowitz out in the open field. A little shake and bake right there, spinning back to daylight, picking up 5 yards on that pop.
Gain of 6 on the play, brings up 2nd and 4.
Well, that's where somebody's got to step up. You're going to have injuries throughout the season.
It's going to happen.
2nd and 4. Right up the gut walls into the secondary. It's going to be a foot race. 25-20 and dragged down from behind at the 15.
Boy,
it was Bradfield who ran him down.
Yes, it was. And Bradfield cut him down. And that's a picture-perfect tackle. Right here, you see great blocking at the point of attack. You see Walsh able to lower his shoulders and get there level at the line of scrimmage. If I'm even, I'm leaving. You see him do just that. Bradfield pulls him down.
But they also did a run blitz on that play. And we talked about that earlier without having that safety back. It's great if you stuff it, but if you miss, something like that happens.
You read names.
1st down at the 15. Read names. I love that. Delmenthal got picked off again. Guess who? Lance. Goodbye. Is he going to be run down? It's a foot race. 10-5 touchdown.
Mama, there's that man again. I'm telling you, Jake Plants, you need to play defensive back at the next level, and I'm on the Jacob Plants needs to play DB train right now. I'm the driver of that train. Watch him. Watch the break on this football. He baits. He baits. He baits. He breaks. Not today, buddy. Not on my watch. Look at him. Now he's looking at they pay dirt. He's looking to score. Great block right there by Andrew Bench. And right now it's a foot race, and this guy's got the wheels to do it.
That's about 85 yards. Again, those Steve, again, those out patterns make me nervous. They make me nervous, bud. Witt for the extra point. And somebody got a hand on it, so the score will remain Genoa 27 and Lake 7. 6:20 to go in the third, and we'll be back on the Toledo Sports Network.
Is your roof past its peak? It's not always this easy to tell. From rooftops to foundations, Seagate is a trusted A+ BBB accredited business and a Platinum Preferred contractor. As a Platinum Preferred contractor, we offer one of the country's best roofing warranties, the Owens Corning True Protection 50-year warranty. That's material and labor. We've earned your trust for over 30 years, Toledo. Call Seagate now.
When the power goes out, your life is disrupted. Heat, air conditioning, refrigeration, phones, all gone. Want to take back control? A Generac home standby generator protects your home against power outages every second of every day, all year long, automatically, whether you're home or away. Control your power, control your life with a Generac home standby generator.
For a free estimate, call Schneider Sons Electric, 419-691-8284.
Now back we are at 6:20 to go in the third. And just like that, this game goes from 14-7 to 27-7.
And it was in a hurry.
But Steve, 4 Flyer turnovers and 4 Comet touchdowns.
Well, you see the theme of the night. Great block.
Around the corner goes Harry Jackson. And a flag that gets thrown about 30 feet in the air.
Yeah, I think we're going to get a little taunting on that. Unsportsmanlike.
Landon Leitard on the tackle.
Let's check out the guy in the white hat with the striped shirt. Dead ball, personal foul on the defense. I'm guessing a late hit. Boy, when you talked about this on the old radio show too, is that when you're watching high school games, if you want to know who's a Division I talent, it's not real hard to figure out. They stick out like a sore thumb.
They really do. They really do.
I mean, it's not a big secret. That running back for Eastwood, he's another one, Rayford.
Oh, the first time I saw him, well, I'll finish that thought in a second.
First down from the 49.
And guess what? Another Genoa Comet turnover. There's a fumble on the exchange.
Turnover number 5.
Nate Lewis has had a solid game as well. You see him right there, first to the ball, Johnny on the spot. But to get back to talk about Rayford, the first time I saw Rayford, he was just a freshman. He was just a baby. And you saw the flashes. And he comes back next year, and he was just a big kid now. Now he's got size on him to go with that speed. And I haven't seen him yet this year, but I can only imagine what this kid looks like this year.
We were probably doing that game together.
I do believe you're right.
Because if you're playing high school as a freshman, you got a good chance of being a D1 kid. Witt, the ball carrier. Boy, this is really where you wish you had Novotny.
Exactly. You know, but speaking of D1 kids, I also remember being here sitting in this booth covering a kid named Michael Dieter that happens to play for the Wisconsin Badgers that is looking to be one of the top draft picks coming up in this year's draft. So this kid has transitioned well from high school football to Big Ten football, where they played and won the Orange Bowl last year, to where he's actually looking to being drafted in the NFL.
2nd and 8. Bradfield around the right side, trying to get around the corner, and finally does. He'll pick up a few, and then there's a late hit. That's going to make it 15 more.
Yeah, I think he's going to be the beneficiary. I really don't think that he was trying to hit him like that. He really held up on that hit. It was just wrong place at the wrong time. He's almost seen try to hold him up as he gets to the outside, bounces to the outside.
Got to know where you are on the field.
Exactly, and then and the coach wouldn't move for the camera.
You could show a movie on that back.
Oh, he'll let me hear about that, Steve. I heard that. There we go, see?
It's a compliment. That's upper body development.
Hey, man, that's a big boy, man. Hey, look, man, if you ain't eating, you ain't trying, man.
First down at the 25. Plants, complete, bench. First down and more.
Did you see Drew Bench making an executive decision to look for a man and not open space? Just great design right here. Look at him pull it down, fine Bench. But now watch Bench. He can run the daylight. No, I think I'm going to look for the man to hit right here.
Oh, man. It's no fun unless you can hit somebody. Right?
I know. He's been doing a lot of hitting today.
First and goal at the 8. Here's the pitch to Witt. Hit behind the line. He shook that tackle.
Sam Witt, the ball carrier.
Well, Witt did a good job right there, boy, just to keep his footing.
Walsh made penetration, but he'll pick up a couple to the 6.
But you almost feel like Genoa has an anaconda-type grip on this game, to where they're just like squeezing the life out of the Lake Flyers.
Second and goal at the 6. Plants, cut it in, runs right, got a block, into the end zone, touchdown.
What a block by Nate. Did you see Nate Lewis get a pancake? Oh, my gosh, you have to look at him. Give him credit on film study tomorrow morning. Watch Nate Lewis on the outside. He's going to get a great block. That's going to just totally pancake his man. That wasn't late. That was Ben Reyes. Ben Reyes with the great block at the end. Excellent block by Reyes.
5 turnovers by the Flyers, 5 touchdowns by the Comets. Witt for the extra point. And he got it. 4 minutes to go in the third. It's now Genoa in control, 34-7 over Lake, and we'll be back on the Toledo Sports Network.
Adler Transmissions and Brake Shop, 106 South Main, Walbridge, Ohio. Your automotive parts and accessories #1 store. Your first stop for quality transmission repair for over 25 years. Adler's Transmission and Brake Shop has been providing Walbridge and all of Northwestern Ohio with quality service. Adler's Transmission and Brakes, 419-666-1010. Proud sponsor of high school sports in Northwestern Ohio.
Stop struggling with the big box stores. Choose Gladio.
Gladio Home Center. A hardware store, yet so much more. Your home improvement answer store. A place to design your interior space. A professional and friendly smiling face. Everything you need for your home. And Gladio is locally owned. You'll be glad to know Gladio Home Center.
All right, Genoa to kick off. This game was 7-7 at one point. Squib kick taken by Walsh. That's about where he took the other one.
And the only drive that the Flyers were successful on was on a short kick like that.
That one started at the 40-yard line. This will start at the 44.
Friday night football right here on the Toledo Sports Network, brought to you in part by the UAW, the UA50 local pipe fitters and plumbers, Taz Electronics, DiMech Mechanical Services, and Maumee Bay Turf.
So 1st and 10 for the Flyers. Makowitz picked up about 4 to the 49.
Stop on the play by number 51, Justin Schaefer.
He got surrounded by Justin Schaefer.
Yes, I tell you, Schaefer is just a real natural football player. Really gets it, understands.
2nd and 6 from the 49-yard line.
Walsh got into Comet territory.
Luke Walsh, the ball carrier. Stop on the play by
Well,
number 52.
See, now they're a little gun shy to throw the football here because in Delventhal's last 8 throws, he's 1 for 8 for 3 yards and 3 picks.
Well, actually, he's 50. He's batting 500, but it's going the wrong way.
They're down at about 3. Delventhal keeps it, got the first down.
Well, I like
the
that
41.
decision. Nice decision. Pull it down, man. Just keep the chains moving.
Delventhal on the keeper. It's enough for Flyer. First down. Stop on the play by number 21.
Well, no indecision right there. You seen pull it down right there, run the daylight. Clock moving, 2:36 to go.
Walsh
Luke Walsh
to the
ball
40.
carrier. Stopped after a short game by number 50. Antonio Tusada.
And I tell you, he was drugged down from the back.
Second and about 9, just inside the 40. Delventhal to throw, I think. Nope, gonna take it. Tuck it and run inside the 35. And close to a first down.
Seventh on the ball carrier. Stop on the play.
Just navigating his way through a very stingy Genoa Comet defense. Really nothing there. Pulls it down. Good decision. You see him just try to maximize his attempt.
3rd and 2. That's Makowitz. First down to the 29.
By number 21, Sam Witt.
Wow, boy, right off right tackle right there, just breaking down, moving the chains. Another Comet slow getting up. Reyes is the Comet that's slow to get up. I don't think Daniel Novotny is going to return. I think he's got some issue with his ribs, so I don't think he's going to return.
Well, there'd be no reason to bring him back at this point.
7, 1, 9, 6, 0.
So we'll take an injury timeout. A minute 17 to go in the third. 34-7 Genoa leading Lake here in the Toledo Sports Network.
Blackberry Corner on the corner of 579 and Elliston Road is a proud sponsor of Genoa football and has the best burgers, chicken, and pizza. You know the pizza. Everyone knows the pizza. Blackberry Corner also has charbroiled pork ribs and Jim's famous chicken dinners. Whether it's appetizers, pizza, or a full dinner, the great folks at Blackberry Corner can help fill you up and save you money. Stop out to Blackberry Corners on the corner of State Route 579 and Elliston Road for a meal or just a snack. Graymont in Genoa, producers of Doclamide lime and hydrate, serving the community for over 90 years. The plant currently has 60 employees. The safety and development of these employees is a focus for your plant. Over 80% of our employees currently live within 11 miles of the plant. Graymont. For more information about this company, you can check us out on the web at www.graymont.com. Genoa Napa, your local auto parts store, located at State Route 51 in Genoa. It's time to prepare your vehicle for the harsh winter months. At Napa, we have what you need from antifreeze to wipers. Napa know-how. 21971 West State Route 51.
All right, Reyes is walking off the field under his own power. I believe it was a cramp.
I tell you, as much real estate that he's been covering, that would not be surprising at all.
Now it is. It's not a extremely warm night, but it's a little muggy tonight, and I'm surprised we haven't had a couple of players cramp. Makowitz, boy, he was one tackle away from breaking that.
Well, McGeorge just trips him up.
Play by number 7, Caleb McGeorge.
Now Makowitz is down.
And also number 6.
And just as you talk about that, boy, and here we go with the cramping. I mean, it's hot enough for it to cramp up, man. With 52 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Gives us time to say thanks to some of the people who make this production happen. People like Gym Industries, DiMech Mechanical Services, Maumee Bay Turf, Arturos Pizza, Genoa Bank, and Benches Greenhouse and Nursery, just to name a few. And don't forget to join us every Saturday morning from 8 to 10 for Sports Talk on 106.5 The Ticket. And right after that, you can join the Sports Shop from 10 to 11. So Toledo Sports Network Radio every Saturday morning on 106.5 The Ticket from 8 to 11 every Saturday morning, the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes.
Who's on the Sports Shop anyway?
Some guy named Steve Taylor, I think. I don't know.
Second, about a yard. Under a minute to go in the third. And off right side, going to be a first down.
Andrew Bench came up and cut down the ball carrier just when it looked like he was going to get to the edge.
Jason Dalventhal on the carry. A sophomore. I'm sure no relation to
none at all. None at all.
I say that tongue in cheek.
Austin Delventhal with the keeper.
And that should be the final play of the third quarter.
Stop on the play by number
So
51.
3 quarters in the books, 1 more to go. It's Genoa 34 and Lake 7 right here on the Toledo Sports Network.
Now's the time to join the Northwest Ohio piping industry. If you have a high school diploma or GED, or a high school senior currently enrolled in a vocational program, or have a college degree, sign up now for our apprenticeship program. There's never been a better time to start an exciting career as a welder, pipe fitter, plumber, or HVAC service technician and earn upwards of $100,000 a year. The deadline to join the piping industry is almost here. Apply today at pipingindustry.com/TV.
Genoa Bank helped finance my great-grandfather's farm equipment.
Genoa Bank helped my grandfather with a small business loan.
My parents' home loan was from Genoa Bank.
And I manage my free checking account online with Genoa Bank.
Since 1902, Genoa Bank has helped generations of families. Many things have changed over the years, but our commitment to our customers has not. We care about their needs and the good of our community. At Genoa Bank, we take your banking needs personally. Stop by any of our 8 locations today.
And the Genoa Comet cheerleaders. And they have a lot to cheer about here in the second half. (34-7) Genoa with the lead over Lake as we start the fourth quarter. 2nd and 7 on the 15-yard line.
$514. Sue Kingery.
Walsh and a double handoff. Into the end zone, Jackson touchdown.
Not so fast, my friend. There's a little laundry that we have to sort through first.
Flag on the play.
I'm thinking this is going to come back. I think it's going to be a hold on this play.
Holding against the Flyers.
That's a Monback play.
Man.
And the officials go, Monback.
Come on back. Man, you hate to hear that, especially when you're struggling to try to find any kind of offensive continuity.
8th penalty on the Flyers.
Penalties and turnovers.
Not a good combination.
Reason you could be down 34-7.
You know, you could turn the ball over 5 times, even 6 times, and the Browns would not lose, but.
Good defense.
Oh, tried that bubble screen.
Dawson Deventhal's pass.
Yeah, how about the NFL coming out after the fact and saying that the play on Myles Garrett was their fault? You know, which happened to be a 3rd down that led to a 1st down that the Pittsburgh eventually scored a touchdown on. As we see the bubble screen right there, almost picked off by Nate Lewis. But being a Browns fan, I mean, you got to look at it and say, man, don't come tell me that garbage now.
I thought you were a Bengals fan.
No, I'm a Ram fan, but, I'm buying what the Browns are selling right now.
Halfback pass. Touchdown.
Luke Walsh's pass is complete to number 4. Harry Jackson.
Well, I'll tell you,
Flyer.
that's the Lakes version of the Philly special, huh? You take Walsh and you put him out there and you throw halfback option and you find a man in the corner of the end zone and you get the touchdown anyway.
Plants is really unhappy that he didn't pick that off.
I'm sure. He thinks all of those belong to him.
He couldn't find the ball. Extra point is good. 11:43 to go in the game. Genoa 34, Lake 14, and we'll be back on the Toledo Sports Network.
A sound system from TAS Electronics, you've just got to move.
TAS Electronics. It's hot.
That drive start with the short kick. There we go. 11:43 to go in the game. 34-14, as you can see at the bottom of your screen.
2 touchdowns by Lake, 14 points, courtesy of Genoa's short kickoffs. Taking advantage of the field position, opportunistic. Now, if you're Lake, you just want continuity, man. You're not playing the scoreboard right now, man. You just want continuity, especially on the defensive side of the ball. You know, you had moments in the first half. Let's see if we can build upon those moments.
The Flyers will kick it deep. Taken at the 10 by Bradfield. Across the 20, 25 to the outside and out of bounds.
Jake Bradfield on the return.
And he got hit pretty hard as he was going out of bounds.
Knocked out about the 43-yard line. I like how Norm. If you watch this, you see he's got the ball in his right hand, but when he breaks to the sideline and he feels the defender, watch how he naturally shifts the ball to his left.
Look at this hit, though.
Right, shifts the ball to his
Tyler
left.
Safran.
Boy, I tell you, he might have been a little late on that hit.
It was close. It was pretty close. The coaches wanted a flag. They'll mark the ball at the 40-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Comets. Witt with the handoff on 1st down.
Sam Witt, the ball carrier, gain of 2 on the play.
Now I'm watching Genoa, and I'm suspecting that they will be in no hurry to snap the football. They'll probably lose the majority of the 25-second play clock.
Number 56, Damian Allison.
They don't even break the huddle until the 13-second mark. Plants letting it wind down under 5 seconds.
And Plants on a keeper. Hit near the line. Might have gotten a yard.
1-yard gain on the play. Tackle for the Flyers. Number 65, Nick Miller.
Third and long 7.
Play action, Plants. Got his tight end. Close to a 1st down, Nathan Lewis.
I tell you, he's real close to a 1st down.
Plants pass complete.
Gets Nate Lewis lowers the shoulder right there. You see him stretch for that 1st down.
No, I guess he stepped out at the 48. So he's 2 yards short.
Brings up 4th and 2 for the Comets. The 48-yard line.
3rd catch for Lewis.
Genoa in no hurry.
Well, you would think that they would.
Well,
I'll be surprised if they snap it. 4, 3, and now they take a timeout. We'll take one as well. 10:05 to go in the game. Genoa 34, Lake 14 on the Toledo Sports Network.
You've planned and planned. Each moment of your special day just has to be perfect. You don't want to worry about anything. Just know that you've hired professionals to make your wedding day special. Mike Jameson with Creative Video Imagery has produced award-winning weddings for over 15 years. Our company has the equipment and the artistic ability to capture your day on digital DVD, giving you lasting memories of a day you will cherish forever. Call Creative Video Imagery today or visit our website, Creative Video Imagery, making moments into lifetime memories.
I'd like to say thanks to our good friends over at Taz Electronics. Heban, Somner, Murphree and Attorneys, Dan R's Automotive, and Gladio's Do It Best Home Center for making telecasts like this very, very possible.
So Witt to punt this away back in his own 35. And it's a wobbly kick. Going to go out of bounds near the 25. It's only about a 27-yard punt. But no return.
Flyers take over. First and 10 from their own 25-yard line.
Continuity is what they're looking for offensively. They see if they can get back to that. Everything that they've gotten has been on the short fields. Both teams been opportunistic with their chances.
Yeah, the two late touchdown drives. One went 60 yards, the other 57. And for Genoa, they capitalized on 5 turnovers and turned them into 5 touchdowns. Handoff up the middle. Makowitz close to the 35.
Makowitz, the ball carrier.
Well, Makowitz has been the bell cow for Lake. See him right there. Lower the shoulder, absorb the contact, spin off. Before he's finally slung down by Plants and Company after he picks up 8.
16 carries, 91 yards.
Approaching 100 yards for Makowitz.
Makowitz gets the call again. Around the corner, 40. And out of bounds.
Makowitz, the ball carrier.
At the 44.
Play by number 7.
And that should get him the C note, right about 100 yards with that tote.
By my count.
Flyer, first down.
On first down. Makowitz again. And why not? Spins his way into Comet territory.
Makowitz, the ball carrier.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Stop on the play by number
Spins
21.
ahead for about 8.
Witt.
I got him for about 108 yards on the night.
Gain of 9 on the play.
Reyes down again. It's a cramp.
I tell you where I get cramps, man. It's when I stop in, man, at Moes' place, man. For great place for burgers, man. Moes' place in Rossford. And WoJo's Heating and Air Conditioning, as well as Brandywine's Golf Course and A+ Home Improvement. These are all proud sponsors of the Toledo Sports Network.
Mike Jameson and Jameson's Mobile Music would like to talk to you about your entertainment needs for your upcoming wedding or special event. For over 25 years, Mike has made wonderful memories, one event at a time. Professional sound and lighting and video for your special event. Call us today for an affordable package for your special day. 419-514-1302. Jameson's Mobile Music and Video.
All right, Reyes walks off under his own power.
$8.50 to go in this one.
More Gatorade, more Powerade. Although coaches will tell you if you're trying to hydrate on game night, it's too late.
It is too late. You have to do that throughout the week.
Second down, about 1.5 yards. Walsh got the direct snap. He'll get a first down.
Well, Walsh has put together a solid game. A good-looking football player, fine football player.
Run out of bounds to the play by number 16.
They really incorporated him more in the offense this week. He's got 112 yards on the ground. That one's going nowhere.
I tell you, the Genoa front said, okay, enough's enough.
Jackson Deventhal, the ball carrier. Who lost their towel?
Jason Daventhal got a yard.
Gage Gallagher was a big fella over there.
2nd and 9. 8:10 to go in the game. 34-14 Genoa. And off right side, Makowitz. Got a seam. Brought down near the 20-yard line.
Well, Makowitz just runs the daylight, man. He's just a smooth runner. Look at him just run the daylight right here. Picks up a block, nice kick-out block right there to get him out to the edge, and he does the rest. Hunter Dotson, a 6'1", 265-pound offensive tackle who's out there, man, kicking out that block.
And off Daventhal. Look at this. Close to another first down.
What nice design right here, Norm. This time you take the right tackle and you pull him all the way out in front of this play, and you give him a nice alley to run through.
Brings up 1st and goal from the 6-yard line.
7.5 minutes to go. Makowitz. Touchdown.
Well, Makowitz just finished that off. Strong run to the left side of that line.
Flyer, 6-yard touchdown run.
We're not quite done yet. It's now 34-20.
Look at you. Once again, you take the left tackle, you pull him right, you get him out as a lead blocker. He opens up a hole, and you see right there, Makowitz.
And it's going to stay a 14-point game.
PAT is no good. With 7:10
So
left
7:10 to go in the game. 34-20. Genoa lead will be back on the Toledo Sports Network.
Genoa Jeweler, 611 Main Street in Genoa, has been serving the area with quality jewelry and gifts for over 19 years. Specializing in gold and silver repairs, Frank Comets has been a goldsmith for over 30 years. Our selection of Pulsar watches, precious moments figurines, reflections beads, Seraphim classics, and quality stellar rings, all at a price you can afford. Genoa Jewelers also buys gold and silver and has the perfect gift for that someone special. Stop out today at Genoa Jewelers, 611 Main Street in Genoa. At Genoa Custom Interiors, we provide quality service at competitive prices. We offer a variety of flooring and interior design options customized to fit your needs. From carpets to hardwood, no matter what type of flooring you desire, we have what you want. Our designers will show you how to set up furniture, flooring, window treatments. Contact us today for a free estimate for any of our interior design, installation, and services. Genoa Custom Interiors.
So let's see what Lake's going to do here. I don't think they have to kick it onside yet.
Not yet, I don't think so. But I tell you, the Genoa offense is going to have to wake up. They're going to have to at least get some first downs.
Out of bounds near the 30.
Stoner on the return. Stop on the play by number 24.
Well, a 3 and out would make this really interesting.
And that's what the Lake Flyers defense are going to try to pin their ears on and try to do that. I don't think it's time for Lake to even start utilizing their timeouts just yet.
No. They have all 3 timeouts. Genoa needs a drive to put this away.
One of those methodical Genoa Comets drives. Let's see if Jake Plants can engineer one of those.
Bradfield, nothing to the right, nothing to the left. Goes back right and dragged down. Well behind the line of scrimmage.
And he was slung down.
Gonna lose about 4.
Nothing there, nothing there. Trying again.
Did we get confirmation on Novotny?
Well, Novotny has injured ribs. He was actually carted off, man. He was taken to the hospital, man, for further observation.
Gonna go get x-rays, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, that's painful, too.
It definitely is.
I can tell you that from personal experience.
Our thoughts and prayers are out to that young man and his family.
And you just have to wait for him to heal.
That's it.
Timeout, Genoa. We'll take it with 6:13 to go, 34-20 Comets, and we'll be back on the Toledo Sports Network.
Do you ever drive around the neighborhoods just to look at the houses? I like spotting the ones that have been around the longest, because they remind me of the amazing legacy I'm part of. Hi, I'm Marty Sutter, president of Genoa Bank. For over 110 years, our bank has helped families buy and build their homes, and all that time, one thing hasn't changed. At Genoa Bank, we believe that when we put the mortgage needs first, the rest takes care of itself. Genoa Bank, taking your banking needs personally. Glad to help. See you soon.
Since 1980, DiMech Services Incorporated has helped build many of the projects that have become synonymous with the revitalization of Northwest Ohio and Southeast Michigan because of our reputation for hard work and focus on quality. As our company has grown, we have maintained our reputation for quality professional work. Do it right the first time. DiMech Services is a proud sponsor of high school sports in Northwest Ohio and Southeast Michigan.
All right, 2nd and 14 for the Comets. McGeorge took the snap. Plants was lined up as a running back.
And boy, did McGeorge took more than the snap.
Bradfield ended up picking up, nothing.
That was almost disastrous, Norm. I tell you, the Flyers did a great job at shooting the gap, and they almost took the handoff right there. Ooh. This is setting up for a nail-biting finish if you're a Genoa Comet fan.
3rd and 14. They just got the snap off. McGeorge down the middle, incomplete. Almost picked off.
McGeorge's pass intended for number 6, Jacob Bradfield. Falls incomplete.
Well, you got 5.5 left now, and Lake will get the ball back down 14.
McGeorge throwing to a spot. Right there, trying to catch Bradfield in the seam.
Back to punt for the Comets, number 21, Sam Witt.
But Bronson Medley again.
For the Flyers, number 4, Harry Jackson.
He's done that a couple of times tonight, knocking passes away. There's Witt to punt it away. Good kick. Real good kick. Back to the 32. And nothing on the return for Guyton. Boy, that's a real good kick.
That's an excellent kick, boy. He got good hang time right there, allowing his special teams to get up under it.
And it was 41 yards. That was his best punt of the night.
Yeah, but with minimum return.
He'd been averaging 39. So
Charlie Cutler was on that tackle.
1st and 10 for the Flyers. They have to make something happen. Delventhal, incomplete, looking for Walsh.
Well, Delventhal really hasn't had a lot of success pitching the football.
He did early. He hit 6 of his first 7 passes. But now you could just see the confidence is not there right now.
You know, and that turnover machine, you know, the turnover chain that the Genoa Comets have been passing around.
Since that start, he's 1 for 10. for 3 yards and 3 picks. Makowitz, first down. Cross a 45 to the 46.
Well, Makowitz starting to get chunks of yardage right now. They're exploiting the fact that Daniel Novotny, the linebacker, is out of there. They're really exploiting the outside and the inside of that Genoa Comet defense.
21 carries, 149 yards by my count. And why not again?
Exact same play. If it's not broke, don't fix it.
Into Comet territory. Gain of about 8.
Norm, the left side of that Lake offensive line is really getting a lot of push, firing off the football. And what they're doing is they're pulling that right tackle, and they're getting the extra blocker over there. Let's see if they do it again.
Well, Makowitz going to get a breather this time. First down, Jason Dalventhal.
Same thing, they go jumbo to that side, they pull the left tackle on the outside. He's the lead blocker right there. You got the other big fellows just eating up blocks.
And they've only burnt 45 seconds since they got the ball. That's Dalventhal, the quarterback. Picked up about 4, and we'll get a Flyer timeout. With 4:21 to go, 34-20, Genoa here in the Toledo Sports Network.
Bench's Greenhouse and Nursery in Elmore, Ohio is a proud sponsor of Northwest Ohio Athletics. Our spacious greenhouse area has what you need for your outdoor beautification projects. With great specials and those hard-to-find plants, shrubs, and trees, Bench's Greenhouse and Nursery takes the guesswork out of planning and maintaining your favorite garden and more. Bench's Greenhouse and Nursery. Call them today, 419-862-3596.
Sound system from TAS Electronics, you've just got to move.
TAS Electronics, it's hot.
2nd and 7 for the Flyers. Dalventhal to throw. Got a man and out of bounds. That's Jackson. And it'll be enough for a Flyer first down.
Oh, nice route right there. You see him fake like he's going to go long, stick his foot in the ground, and break to the outside.
And Dalventhal needed that throw.
He really did. It was a safe throw.
And he got out of bounds. So he stopped the clock with 4:16 to go. Makowitz back in, and he'll get the carry. There comes that tackle pulling. He'll get inside the 30 to the 26.
And Lake is wearing that play out, and I don't blame him. I'd keep running until they stop it.
And Makowitz again. Close to a first, might be a little short. Lake will call a timeout, which means they are short of the first down.
Well, that's going to leave it 3:47 to go, so the time is starting to become a factor here.
Yeah, we can keep it right here. Makowitz now 24 carries, 166 yards. Luke Walsh, by the way, has 11 carries for 112. So combined 278 yards rushing.
We got a little bit of gamesmanship going on because the Genoa band starting to play as the Lake Flyers are approaching the line of scrimmage. They've been instructed not to do so by the officials. Doesn't that kind of take away from the home field advantage?
Depends if it's allowed or not. I have no idea what the ruling is on that.
Yeah, that's the first for me.
If there is a rule on
I've never heard that before. It's the first.
apparently you can't do that.
I wonder if those one of those NFL penalties that they made up, like last week.
I don't know. 3rd and 1 with 3:47 left. Dalvin going to keep it. Should have enough for the first. That'll temporarily stop the clock.
Delvin, look, kick out block right there. Delvin sees it, pulls it down. You see it and be it, gets to the line. Clock starting to run. It's becoming a factor. 3:36 and counting.
Makowitz again. This time snuffed out. Well, now you can go away from that play.
Well, yeah. You're running until they stop it, and this time they stop it. Genoa did a good job at adjusting, and what they do is they just take and they stunt their line over to that side, to their right, to try to get more men over there. And they really just did a good job at stringing that out along the line of scrimmage.
But that's what you do. You keep running it until they stop
Exactly,
it.
man. I mean, man, some of the greatest coaches in the world, man, just, don't have a lot of complexity to them, Hey, look, line up, and if they can't stop it, keep running it. It's real easy.
Find the Vince Lombardi film on the diagram in the sweep.
And you know what? I absolutely, I'm so glad you brought that
Hey,
up.
we grew up Raiders fans, and it was run left behind Shell and Upshaw. So
you run that thing here, you get a seal block here, you get a seal block here, and you run that thing up in there, man.
That's what Madden told them before the '76 season. He told them we're going to run left on offense, and we're going to play cover 2 on defense, and everybody knows what we're going to do, but we're going to do it better than anybody else.
And how did that season end?
Well, I think Dick Cromwell had some success too doing what he did. And that you can take a heart out of a team by them knowing what you're going to do, and they can't stop it. 2nd and 11. Dalvin going to have to throw it now. Toward the corner of the end zone, incomplete.
Nobody open, covered like a blanket.
He was looking for Jackson, but look who was covering him. Plants.
Yeah, Plants, that was all over him right there. He said, okay, you got me once, buddy, not this time. Plants is all over him, step for step. And that's why that man needs to be playing Division I football.
I've heard somebody say that somewhere before.
160-something, 165 on our last count.
Thank you.
3rd and 11. Double handoff again. This is Walsh. I think he's got the first.
Hey, that one looked like it almost got away, Norm. They do a good job at really handling the football in those exchanges.
Boy, that's a nice play, because you don't have much time to react on that at all. And a flag.
That's going to move the offense back. We're going to get a little bit of motion.
Movement, yep. So it'll be a 1st and goal at the 14 with 3:08 to go. Flyers now have burnt through all their timeouts.
Brings up 1st and goal from the 14.
And if Lake scores, you know we're getting an onside kick.
Yeah, you burn timeouts now. It's
no question now.
You have no more choices.
Yep, and the clock started. So now we're under 3 minutes to go and counting. From the 14, Dalventhal steps up, throws, incomplete.
He was intended for Perry. Perry was covered by Caleb McGeorge.
On the play by number 7, Caleb McGeorge.
Well, I'd try and get Makowitz out in space somewhere.
And I tell you, yeah, pulling that tackle has been the bread and butter to see if they pull him this time.
Well, I mean out on the pass pattern. And there it is.
Nice
all
call,
by himself.
Norm.
Touchdown.
Nice call, Norm. And exactly what they do is when they fake it to Makowitz this time, and you get the defense to bite. And what you do is you just leak him out behind the oncoming rushers. You see him fake right here. You leak him out behind, and you just dump it over the top right there. Pay dirt.
I think it's one of the hardest things to cover in football. especially when a tight end will do that. Will initially block and then release and run a drag. Really hard to pick them up.
Hastings with a point after. It's
The extra
good.
point is good, so 2:36 to go. Onside kick coming. It's 34-27 Genoa on the Toledo Sports Network.
If you're looking for fantastic Italian food along with old world hospitality and family traditions, DiStasio's is your place. Located in Elmore, Ohio, Coach Mike DiStasio and his family have become a fast favorite with pizza, lasagna, and other great old world Italian dishes. Stop out today or call them at 419-862-0404. DiStasio's, 351 Rice Street in Elmore, Ohio. WoJo's Heating, Air Conditioning, and Plumbing. Quality comfort you can count on since 1967. They're a proud sponsor of Genoa High School sports and can help you with all your heating, air conditioning, and plumbing needs. Give them a call today at 419-693-3220.
Hi there, I'm Nick with A Plus Building Maintenance, your Toledo handyman. Do you need home repairs done? Not sure who to call? Here at A.
All right, Lake's lining up here, which is going to be an onside kick.
Hastings to kick off for the Flyers. Nobody deep for the Comets.
Here we go. And it's loose. But I think Genoa got it.
He covered it up. Well, here's the other thing of it, Norm. You've had the ability to move the football pretty fast and get chunk yards, and Genoa has shown the inability to move the football without a turnover and without Daniel Novotny. Let's see how this thing plays out from here.
Well, when you're kicking that onside kick, you want to get it to take a bounce or two before it gets 10 yards, because you want your guys to be able to follow it and to be able to get there. And that was kicked too hard and didn't allow the defense a chance to get there. Plants to the 49, a gain of 3.
Ball carrier. Tackle on the play by number 72.
I'm sure the Genoa Comets will be in no hurry to snap this football.
But once it gets spotted, then that 25-second clock starts.
And they'll be in no hurry, I'm sure.
I mean, Lake could get the ball back, but you're probably down around 30 seconds. Down to 7 of the play clock, 2 minutes on the game clock. And you got to stop him. There's Witt. Boy, it's close. He may have gotten the first down if he, yeah, he did.
I think he did. And that ought to about do it. Boy, good block right there by Schaefer. Schaefer just clears his man out. Good push. Got a seal and a push, allowing Witt to move the chains.
You know, that block is as clutch as anything we've seen tonight.
You're absolutely right, Norm Weimer.
It's a good observation on your part. These guys don't go anywhere if somebody isn't blocking for them.
Stop on the play by number 30.
You know, Lake Flyers really can't, really be down on themselves when they go back and look at the tape. They had some great moments in this football game, but the 5 turnovers, you can't give a good football team like this 5 turnovers. You don't expect to win.
They melted down for about 10 minutes at the start of the third quarter. And now we're just going to get a couple of kneel downs.
That's my favorite play in the book. The good old we win, you lose play.
Coach's favorite play. Once they work the clock under 25 seconds, they can kneel one more time, and this one will be in the books. And there it is.
Final score.
So Genoa survives.
That's all you got to do. The Comets go to 4-0. The Flyers drop to 2-2. Jacob Plants ended with 17 carries for 119 yards. He also got it going in the air in the second half. He was 3 of 3 for 35, making him 6 of 10 for 62 on the night. And let's not forget the 2 interceptions and the one he took it to the house.
He has a propensity to do that every week. I've seen him bait quarterbacks week in and week out. And I am driving the bus that will take Jake Plants to play D1 football. I'm driving the bus.
I was trying to do some quick math here. And if I can do this real quick before we go, Lake had over 300 yards rushing in this game. And that is something that Genoa is not going to be very happy about.
Absolutely. You know, and a lot of that had to do with the loss of Daniel Novotny. Novotny, has a rib issue, and how long he'll be gone, is yet to be seen. Only thing that heals that is time. But he was stellar in their defensive schemes, and we saw time and time he being the catalyst in disrupting and the disrupting force behind the Genoa defense, usually the first guy to the football. We saw that here in the second half.
All right, we'll get on out of here. Big thanks to Mike Jameson, Rich, and the crew, and you, Steve Taylor. Always great to work with you.
Always great, Norm. Always great.
Go silver and black.
How about them Rams, buddy?
On Sunday. All right, we'll get on out. Your final score, Genoa 34, Lake 27. You've been watching the Toledo Sports Network.